Hi, this is Sue Painter with Travel Changes Life, and today I'm going to show you about a completely private, chauffeured trip to the northern part of Ireland. You don't have to worry about being in a big group on a bus. You get to do what you want to do. I'm going to show you all the things that you will do in the week that you're there, and also the wonderful top-of-the-line castles and manor houses that you'll get to stay in Ireland. So this is Sue Painter. You can get my travel newsletter by going to travelchangeslife.com/travel news and leaving me your name and email address. And about once a week or every 2 weeks, I'll send you information about the things that I think are great for your lifelong experiences. So let's go to Ireland. One of the things I love about Ireland is the castles. And we are going to do some of this castle we're going to do some of these castles and you're going to get to stay in one. So this is a Northern Ireland itinerary, and you will be going to Dublin, Belfast, Donegal, Galway, and points in between, and you'll circle around in and out of Dublin. I like this because Dublin is a really easy airport to get in and out of, and usually flights round trip from the US to Dublin are relatively good value. I've flown into Dublin myself. Works like a charm. So you will be arriving in the early morning, for an overnight flight, of course, from the US, and then you will immediately be put together with your private driver, who is also a guide and has expert local knowledge to show you all the sites in the area that you're going to cover. So he will pick you up, he or she will pick you up at the Dublin airport, and you will embark on a full day transfer and be spending your first couple of nights in Belfast, Ireland. You'll get to go to Newgrange, which is wonderful. I've been there and crawled down underneath it and seen where the sun comes up at the solstice. And you'll also get to see the coast on the way up to Belfast. And it's really, Newgrange is wonderful. It's a Neolithic passage tomb. It's a wonderful place to explore. So we're going to be stopping all the way to see all of these different sites between your pickup in Dublin and where you end in Belfast. And you can see here all of the different things that you will stop. This is completely customized. It'll just be the two of you with your driver guide. If you need to step over and take a photo somewhere, that can be done. If you want to see something that you stop along the way, that can be done. Completely private, completely for you. Now, where you're going to be staying the first 2 nights is at the Merchant Hotel, and it is located in Belfast City Center. I'm going to show you a little bit about this hotel. This is what it looks like on the outside, and it's a beautiful place, very high-end accommodation. This is where you can see how it looks in the city of Belfast, and I don't know if this is going to take a few minutes to load. You can see, I love the embroidery on their uniforms. So you can see that this is a really wonderful, beautiful hotel that you'll be staying in. Now, after you've had a good night's sleep, you're going to get a private tour with your driver around Belfast, and you will be going to the Cathedral Quarter, which is near the waterfront in Belfast, and you will see some of the beautiful squares in the city of Belfast, the Grand Opera House, and several other things along the way. And you can see as you go around the city, you can see some of the beautiful gardens and all of the different things that there are to see, including the bronze sculptures of C.S. Lewis Square, which is commemorated in the Chronicles of Narnia. So you'll go to the historic Belfast Castle Estate and the Belfast Botanic Gardens. I love visiting gardens. You get fabulous photos of yourself and of the landscape. Get some good ideas of things to bring home or to try in your own. You'll also get to go to the Titanic Museum. And then at the end of your second day, you're going to stay again at the Merchant, the same hotel you were in. I like this because you don't have to change hotels every single night. In this particular trip, you're going to stay 2 nights in 3 properties, and then 1 night, the night before you leave, you'll be back in Dublin. Now, let's talk about day 3. from day 3, your driver is going to take you from Belfast to Donegal, and you will get to see the wonderful, beautiful coast of Northern Ireland, and also get to see the Giant's Causeway, which is considered one of the natural wonders of the world. And it is, if you haven't ever seen pictures of it before, this is a picture right here. It is 40,000 interlocking basalt columns that stretch up into the air 40 feet. And you can also stop by a couple of the distilleries if you would like to do this. I want you to keep in mind this is a private tour for you, so whatever you most would like to do, you can do. And then you will be staying the next 2 nights in a castle, in the Loch Eski Castle. And let me see, I think I have a picture for you of that. It's a spa as well, and it looks like their website is kind of circling through right now. Let's see if I can show you the front. There it is right there. This is what the castle looks like, and you'll be welcomed, and you can have a fabulous dinner there. You can also do spa if you want to. You'll have rest and relaxation, and you'll get to stay there for 2 nights as well. So now we'll go to day 4, and your driver will be picking you up and setting out today on a tour to discover the Ishuain Peninsula, and you'll be crossing over into Northern Ireland, and then you'll get to go to Derry, or Londonderry as we call it. The Irish call it Derry. It is the second city of Northern Ireland, and it features Europe's most intact city walls. So that's one of the things you'll be able to take in and see. You'll find that you will have expert guided driving around tour. Get out and do whatever you want to do when you are stopped at your stops, and you'll have expert information about what you're seeing in the Derry area, excuse me. You will also get to see the castle ruins of Norber Castle, which was built in the 1300s. And it's I've seen pictures of it. I've not been there myself, but my next trip up to Ireland, I'm definitely going to go there. Then you'll go back to Loch Eski Castle, and you'll be staying there for a second night. The 5th day, you will be going from Donegal to Galway. Galway is my favorite city in all of Ireland. Fabulous Irish music, either trad, traditional music, or new Irish music, as they call it. And you will get to go through County Sligo, and it is in an area of extreme beauty with a lot of varied landscape, a lot of prehistoric sites, and you will be able to see a lot of wonderful things along the way that it's a picture opportunity one after the other. So here are some of the things that you will be seeing as you go along that day. And then when you get to your hotel, that will be at the Glencoe Abbey. And let me show you a picture of that. Let's see if I can get to their gallery for you and show you the front. Maybe pull up the home page. This is Glencoe Abbey, the hotel and the estate. It's a big estate, and you'll be staying there for 2 nights. And you can see the countryside is absolutely beautiful, as are the buildings. Okay, and so you'll be able to have time in Galway, of course, and there's so much to see and do there. There's shopping, there's the coastline, there's music, there's culture, there's museums. It's just a wonderful, beautiful city. I can't get enough of Galway. You could spend a week there, honestly. And then on day 6, you will be doing more sightseeing, and you will go back to Dublin, which is where you started out, and spend 1 night in Dublin, and I'll show you that hotel in just a minute. Now I want to say also that this is completely customizable. It is a private tour just for you. And so if you wanted to fly in to Dublin and instead of setting right off, go to your hotel and add a night at the hotel, go to your hotel, get some sleep, have a good dinner, get some more sleep, adjust to the time change, and then let your driver pick you up on the next morning, you could do that. We could also add a second night in Dublin at the end. When your driver takes you to the hotel, you could spend that day and the next day, if you wanted to, in Dublin. We could add an extra night, and then they still would pick you up. Your driver would pick you up and take you to the airport, do airport transport, because that's included on both sides. So you will see that Dublin has a lot to see and do. There's the city of Galway, and then when you get to Dublin, you'll be seeing the fabulous pubs and the restaurants and the libraries and the beautiful historic buildings. And let me show you where you'll be staying in Dublin. It will be at the West Ferry. And I don't think they have a picture on their website of the front of their hotel, but this is their lobby. And as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. All of these hotels are stunning, stunning places to stay. And this is right in the city, so there'd be lots of opportunity to go out and sightsee or shop or take in a couple of pubs, whatever you would like to do. So going back to our itinerary, you would spend one night there unless you wanted to add an extra night on the end, and then the next morning, depending on when your flight is, then your driver would take you back to the Dublin airport and you would fly back to the U.S. Now, this does not include the pricing for this starts at $5,600 per person for the 7 days. It includes all of the hotel. It includes the private driver and the guide in the car, of course, and the sightseeing. It does not include your meals except for breakfast at the hotel, and it also does not include your flight. Your flight would be separate to this. But remember that this is a custom private tour. There's no running around on a bus. There's no running around in big groups of people. It is just you and your partner or your friend, whoever you want to go with. And it would be an absolutely unforgettable, wonderful experience. I am booking this right now for later on this fall and also for next spring. I don't recommend that you go in the winter time because it's colder and you want to be out a lot to see all these sights. It also can be rainy. Of course, it can rain anytime in Ireland, but I've always had luck, actually. I've had a pretty good bit of sunshine there. This is really one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences where it is really what you want to do, and you'll be seeing a very beautiful part of a very beautiful country. Please contact me, Sue, at travelchangeslife.com, or you can call me at 941-720-1842 if you would like to discuss further and see about a proposal with your specific dates. The pricing of $5,600 for 7 days for 2 people. It totally is depending on when you want to go. That is the basic price, and it depends on time of year and so forth, but I can price it for you with your exact dates. So this is Sue with Travel Changes Life. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you will consider a trip to beautiful, wild Northern Ireland. Bye-bye.